So now I hope you have had time to understand what the three codes were doing. If not, do talk to me when we meet or check with me by email, regardless. Continuing. Now, the input command, remember the input command? This was the command which allowed us to receive input from user. But the string does not end in a \n. Okay, whatever we receive does not end in \n. On the other hand, readLine method returns the next line of the file, including any explicit new line character. So you want to sometimes have to remove that new line character. So if animal is string dog with new line character, I want to get rid of it. Here is a very beautiful method. rstrip stands for write strip. So you strip from the right the new line character. You can check for yourself. rstrip with the e character, it gets rid of the e. All right. se, that's a string, gets rid of s and e. Check for yourselves. Now, case studies. All right. Here are some robust functions to write, open, write, or read files. Okay. So I have these files for you in the program file utilities, which I have shared with you. Okay. So there is the file utilities file. It has open file read robust, open file write robust, and read word file. Three different functions in one file, which I have shared with you and here. All right. So what do they do? Read robust. What does it do? It repeatedly prompts user for file name until successfully opening with read access. So start with none object as the source. That means its boolean value is false. So not source is true. So essentially you are saying while true. Okay. Ask for input. Try except source to be open, that whatever you get, the file name. So notice it will already be a string. So file name is going to be a string. Now, if it doesn't open, that is, you don't have such a file name in your folder, then you are going to get input output error. So it will say print, sorry, unable to open file. Okay, and your file name, and return source. So you try except input output error, in which case you will say this. So the reader knows what's happening. User knows what's happening. So that is the open file read robust. Here is open file write robust. Okay. Suppose writable is none object. So while not writable, what should the output be named? So this is, notice, a string. %s means you are going to place a string there, and that is the default name. What is the default name? Default name is what you feed it. Okay. So if the user doesn't give you any what should the output be named, right? You would put default name. Otherwise, you would say file name will be the input you get from the user. If user gives you nothing, then file name is the default name. Try opening your with write, except for input output error. All right. Unable to write file. return writable. So notice you're returning an object, file object. Okay. The third file is about to read list of words from the file. You open, so you're invoking that open function you just defined, call it word file, and make a list. This is empty list. You see, because this is a constructor, list constructor, by default, as written, you are constructing an empty list. So far words is empty, but you have opened a file, word file. For entry in word file, that is every line in word file, right? You are appending it to words. You want to strip, right strip the new line character. And that gives you actually, for every line in word file, you are going to append that line except the new line character. That's all. So that gives you words, returns list of strings. Okay. Annotating a file. So let's see how to use these file utilities in the next video. Okay. And then we can annotate a file.